Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting race in this year's Metroid Prime Cross Game Cup. Today, we have teams Check the Tree versus Team Phazite. I am Rico V53, and I'm joined here in the comm booth by Phazite.
Hello.
And after what happened a few hours ago, I am just checking that everyone in chat can hear both of us.
That would be Rico talking. That is not Feisty. I would like to say I do really love this hash that we got here, the Radeon Nullified Flamethrower. Sounds like a kind of item out of a RPG of some sort. So, Rico, what would you like to see the seed need from these two teams?
Time to do some image gallery.
Well, hold on. I think Cosmo's audio is corrupted and his is going through right now. Okay, there we go. Well, I don't know what I'd like to see out of this seed. Believe this is another Aaron Gen seed, and it would be hard to top her previous two at this point.
I can agree with that. They certainly generated a few content-filled seeds, to put it lightly.
We do have a couple RAs for this race. On the Prime side, they have R8 in Spring Ball, and on the Echo side, we have the new Patcher and Random Translator Gates.
Ooh. I wonder if Fuki's gonna have some more Spring Ball shenanigans out of this.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Something, fireless inbound shorelines is kind of broken.
Yeah, Draxus, I noted that too. I'm switching it over to Fuki for now. Getting audio from her.
Sestron is looking into the issue with their stream name real quick.
And let me check Ivy really quick. Okay, that sounds quiet, but I do believe that I hear music there, so we have working audio from Fuki and Ivy at least.
That's good.
I apologize, Aaron. I did not see your ping in the other server. I think we're good to go.
So, looking at the brackets, this appears to be Check the Tree's last race, while this is Team Phazite's second to last. So,
Check the Tree is currently sitting at a record of 4-1, while Team Phazite is currently 1-3. Unfortunately, I think that means that even if Team Phazite wins their next two matches, they will not be able to advance to the bracket stage, as they would be tied with another team 3-3, and they would likely be eliminated via the tiebreaker, because I think that goes off of the async standings.
I think it was a tiebreaker race that would have been done. Than to determine who would get the third place slot.
Well, I'm all for another match, so...
Yeah, it would be a tiebreaker match to determine who gets the third slot for the word. It'd be a tiebreaker race for the last slot to get into groups.
Okay, and the timer is off in the race room, so we should be seeing this start soon on the stream.
There goes the timer. And away we go. So the first thing we're going to see from the Prime side is a trick called Space Jump First, where here they will do a scan dash from across the room, or not. Never mind.
Yeah, they definitely don't need to. First item echoes prime space jump.
That's cheating. That's cheating. They're supposed to do the trick.
Personally, I would have, if I was racing, I would have preferred that to be echo space jump because there's a lot more. There's a lot more areas in the first. Main PBs under the ship.
Instantly distracted by shiny.
Yep. But as I was saying, there's a lot more areas in the first game that you're kind of expected to get without space jump, whereas in Echoes, you're expected to get space jump pretty early, like almost immediately in Aegon.
Yeah. And Buki's stream seems to decide to have a mind of its own.
I have no idea what's going on there. Oh, looks like it's back.
Oh. Yep. Both Echoes players working on Dark Alpha Summoner. Cosmo has finished with Artifact Temple, and he is heading to this probably Checkroot Cave, go to Alcove. Ivy is about to finish with Dark Alpha, and we are rewarded with a Dark Beam.
That is what you want to see.
Oh,
yes. Dark Beam is kind of like the Wave Beam of Echoes in that it opens up a lot of the game, so you want that to be your first beam.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, I'm just noticing that shuffled translators is kind of coming back to bite Ivy a little, as he doesn't have a single gate he can scan to get out of this room, it looks like.
We're just in Great Temple Jail. But I imagine we'll be seeing a translator very, very soon. Likely, I imagine on the half-pipe in Chozo.
And there is an Emerald translator.
Ooh. Boogie will be picking that up shortly, I imagine, unless they go straight to Chozo. Speaking of going straight to Chozo, Cosmo is heading that way now, so we go ahead and start seeing what's in the treasure cove that is Main Plaza. All the while, Cosmo is rocking that slick, like, shiny fusion suit. Progressive suit on the grapple ledge for Cestrion. That's a nice early find for Echoes.
Well, it would be if they could move.
And a morph ball on the half pipe. And an amber. That'll get Echoes moving for quite a while, just with the Amber and the Dark Beam, assuming that Aegon is accessible, which I imagine it would be with at least 3 Translators. Though I could have just cursed it by having it locked by Blue Vision.
Well, Amber does open 2 of the 3 gates, so Cestrion should be moving now.
Cosmo go. Cosmo might be going back for a crash site.
In hindsight, it might have been better to have done random translator settings with a landing site start, because then at least you wouldn't be stuck in a single room.
They'll be fine. Fuki's about to pick up Amber right now. So we'll start seeing what's available on Ivy's side. And yeah, I was right. Cosmo is indeed going back to Frigate Crash Site. Did not see anything of note there. And there's the Amber. I did not catch what was in Transfer Access Amber, did you?
It was a Prime E-Tank.
Gotcha. Ivy rocking the nice silver suit, courtesy of Uncle Reggie.
And hey, it looks like both of those translators were needed to get out of that room. We can see from Cestrion's slideshow that there is an artifact behind that missile door.
That's already, what, 2 early artifacts? Or am I mistaken?
I believe you're right. I think that's 2.
Alright. And the answer to the question in chat, the translator hints are indeed vanilla colors. There is no option to change those at this time. Missile-related upgrade for Prime on Accursed Lake. That is auto-dead. We'd love to see that. Anytime we can see an in-cache that has a dead hint, that is less we have to do.
As Aaron has pointed out in chat, it is generally a bad idea to use up all of your missiles in Echoes if you don't have a second missile tank, as Echo's Paradise Drop system does not really kick in until you have 10 missiles.
Yes. Also, we just got the hint for Wave Beam. It is chilling, GFMC, and we are getting a hint check. It's got in-cache 1, Storage B, Storage A. Vault, ooh, we're gonna see Vault this seed. Stun Chamber, required plant. Phase on ground. we are getting to see Volt this seed. Thank you, Droxus. Nice power, this nice space hamburger inside of Hive Totem. Also, I forgot to point it out, but we did pick up our main PBs from landing site on Cosmo's side.
Grapple Beam directly hinted, and that looked like an ETM in Mining Plaza.
Even less we have to do. Chitka Key and MSA. Now, that Chitka Key is out of logic at this time because Ivy does not have logical explosives in ball form right now. They were able to get that thanks to Space Burger that Fuki had picked up. Also, Cosmo did not pick up the Space Burger in Hive Totem.
Joke hint.
Yeah, I love it. Well, it doesn't matter. Her Session's gonna get PBs anyway because it's just chilling inside of Sandcash. That is a nice find. They can go get their wave beam right now. Oh, on both sides. I imagine they would wait till they do Jump Guardian at least.
Well, with no normal bombs, it's kind of hard to get to Jump Guardian. You'd need to go through Doomed Battleground and Doomed Entry, so you would need supers. Is that an E-Tank on a Morbus?
That was an E-Tank on a Morbus. A Morbus is fully dead. No Worm Jam this time around. And yes, you're right. They cannot get there yet unless there's some shenanigans involving Doomed Entry and having to go through Battlegrounds. Yeah, KR, no Worm Jam tonight. You hate to see it. Nicholas has a lot of E-Tanks available early.
I'd say that's nice, but with the Dark Suit, it's really not all that important.
True, but just having a couple E's and Echoes early is really nice and makes a lot of the game safe. And there's our bombs right there with no missiles! Spooky, there's boxes in the road! Spooky heard me!
And we see Ivy melting the Bomb Guardian with a Power Bomb. That is one of many early game Echoes bosses that just does not have defenses programmed for the Power Bomb.
Light Suit instantly? Oh no!
That is interesting.
We are a space jump away from Feeding Pit.
With the main power bombs and the new patcher, that puts the GFMC loop into logic, so that I would imagine that's probably where the Echoes runners are going. That and Dark Missile Trooper.
Yeah, and it looks like Ivy will indeed be going that way.
And assuming that the translator gate in GFMC is not Cobalt, they could just continue on to FTA with that light suit.
I'm more worried about the Hive gates, because if one of those is Cobalt, they have to go all the way through Hive and come right back. They won't be able to just loop around to the front. Well, back? Front? I don't know. It's a Hive. Ivy's still suffering from the lack of missiles, so did not pick up the bombs yet. Cestrian has him on his end, and he's going to be heading to Dark Aegon through portal access, or portal terminal, whatever it's called. My apologies, it's a portal something.
Well, with bombs and Dark Beam, I don't blame him for doing this first. I probably would too, because killing Jump Guardian is what triggers the item to spawn on top of the GFMC ship, and it's always great when you can just do one trip there.
Very true. And with the Dark Beam in tow, he can easily go check Game Cache 4 as well.
Hey, Fuki has missiles now.
Okay. Yeah, Fuki did get missile drops after getting an expansion. Kind of rude. Well, not having the bombs is actually a blessing in disguise, because Ivy got pushed back to Temple Grounds, which means they are going to be picking up their wave beam for Prime very soon. And then we are getting a Dynamo check. And Dynamo is a Dark Visor. Oh no. So about that feeding pit.
Feeding Pit is not a Dark Visor check. It's just Light Suit.
Yeah, you're right. My apologies. Still, having Dark Visor early is sus. No, Powerbomb expansion to Prime. You'd love to see those when you don't have main PVs. And Cosmo is waiting outside the Tower of Light for that wave beam. Alright, what is
And I now feel embarrassed that I never thought to climb that the way Ivy just did with bomb jumps.
Ivy did get to see it's a life support system for Prime inside Reliquary. We have a chance for a Phazon suit on Reliquary today. Ice Spreader and Fountain.
And Ivy picks up the wave beam in GFMC crate. And that translator gate is Cobalt.
Fuki having this wave right now, though, is going to be very nice, because while Cosmo is waiting for wave from Cestrion, Fuki's just going to be able to go straight through. What are we going to see over here in Chozo today?
Yeah, when your partner doesn't really have other checks they could be doing, it's best to go rush their items if you have knowledge of it. Like
True,
I
but
said earlier, I can see why Cestrion did it this way because
ooh,
of that jump guardian check. Ooh, space jump. That is very nice to have. But when you've just got Cosmo sitting outside a door, this is really not helping.
true, but the difference here is since Space Jump is right there in Tower Chamber, Cestrion is going to get Space Jump while he's near GFMC, and having killed Jump Guardian right now, he's going to be able to check the ship almost immediately. Buki's meanwhile trying to climb Tower of Light to see if it's Tower of Missiles or not today. We have a Cobalt Gated. It's in the hive, so we have to go all the way through just to check the MT.
Oh my god.
This is... I don't know about you, but this feels like one of the worst backtracks in Echoes.
This is Revenge of the Cobalt Translator.
Yeah. Ivy picking up another expansion for Fuki.
Does DMT actually spawn if you go through the hive chambers backwards? I was
Yes.
under the impression that you had to jump down the hole to make it spawn.
He does spawn when you go through. There's triggers down there on both sides, I believe. Because whenever you jump down, he doesn't immediately spawn until you move forward. It is a Echo's E-Tank up there. And Fuki is likely just going to dip right out. Yep.
Well, DMT is another boss that can be just melted with a power bomb, so...
Grapple Beam for Prime.
Other fun DMT kills involve freezing it and shattering it with a missile, and just setting it on fire.
Now the question is, where do we go from here? I imagine we would be going to labs here real soon on the Echo side to do checks, since Prime can't really do much right now. At least not till they get either Varia or they get bombs at minimum.
If I was Ivy, I would probably go straight for the Dark Aegon loop, but then again, I went 0-6, so maybe don't take routing advice from me.
We're all here to just have fun, right? And there's the wave beam for Cosmo. He's going to be picking up the Echo Space Jump very soon. And we'll get to see what the top of ship is, if it's for Cosmo.
And we might get to see it if that happens to be one of the snapshots Cestrion takes on his vacation.
Alright, Ivy is back in Aegon. Fuki is going back to the landing site. They should be picking up their main PBs here soon, I imagine, when they come back from Frigate Crash Height. Cosmo picking up the E-Tank for Cestrion at the top of Tower of Light.
Tower of Life.
Nice little shot of the ship right there. Wonderful model. Followed by a flashbang. Alright, what was at the top of the ship? Morph Ball Bombs is on top of the ship.
that kind of makes it worth it.
Question is, when does Ivy go back for bombs? Because it is quite a bit out of the way. They might just take this into labs, delaying the Morphball bombs for Prime quite a bit. And then we have another missile expansion inside the tunnel, in Nursery.
Well, considering that Ivy is rushing the Dark Aegon loop, the Jump Guardian loop, it might be in the back of his mind that he needs to go to ship.
True, but Ivy might also choose to stick around in labs because they have everything they need to essentially full clear light labs. That's the big worry right now on my end. Spooky checking root cave. Cosmos already checked this earlier. And Cetrion is going back to mid Chozo. Might take this into Furnace. We could go all the way to Antechamber right now to see if we have Vanilla Ice Beam. We already checked Zoid, and yep, Cosmo will indeed be going towards Furnace.
I question the wisdom of doing that to the Lightbringer, since it kind of resulted in him falling off that bridge.
Cestrion stream is catching up. And Cestrion finding out that he cannot go through that gate because it is a blue gate.
And unfortunately, that blue suit does not give him blue eyes.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, Cosmo saw something. Oh, it's an STK at the top of Furnace.
Echo Visor in Trial Tunnel. So Echoes now has all of their visors.
Was it just me, or was there some nice light flare coming out of where the item in Lower Furnace is? I think that might have been Light Beam down there.
I did not see.
I hope that's not Light Beam, because if that's the case, then Cosmo might have just hot dogged that on accident. And we got our STK from the top of Furnace. Okay, Cosmo is picking up the item. And yeah, it is indeed Light Beam. I almost thought he was going towards Antechamber without picking it up.
Well, as Team Check the Tree are the defending champions in pretty much everything, I don't imagine that Cosmo would have seen the light from Light Beam and not known what it was.
True. Ivy got done shooting some random space in the middle of nowhere in Dark Aegon, and oh look, there's Jump Guardian that died to a lemon.
Yeah, so when you enter this room, Jump Guardian is already loaded in before the cutscene plays. So his hitbox is just there right in front of that statue, so you can shoot it. You can't kill Jump Guardian before the cutscene, but you can bring his health down essentially to one hit. There's actually a similar thing in Prime, though you can't really act on it, in that while he's invisible, OP is actually still in that room just walking around, and you can follow his footsteps to what pool he's gonna pop up in.
Cestrion did pick up Echo Visor at some point. I unfortunately did not catch where it was at. Meanwhile, Cosmo is heading towards Plant.
Echo Visor was in the broom closet.
Ah, okay. My apologies then. Thank you for catching that. Cestrion is returning to Aegon, and we'll see what Ivy decides to do here. If they go to the right to Labs, they'll do some checks Cestrion hasn't done yet, but will be missing out on Prime Bombs. If they decide to go left, back to Temple Grounds, they'll be finding the bombs for Fuki at GFMC. And it looks like we will be going to Labs, so we will be missing out on Prime Bombs for a little while.
Ooh, that feels bad.
Yeah, I don't see them going back for a little while simply because they have already been to GFMC. They wouldn't have a reason to go back there right now because you'd be only going back for one check. So Labs does seem reasonable to do right now.
Okay, I really like that Audra. That is now the Win Raw room.
Cosmo has successfully done early wilds. Now then we'll be going to check what's on ghosts here shortly. We just hope that the ghosts are rather friendly instead of being absolute jerks.
Looks like Cestrion might have forgotten for a second that he has neither Seekers nor Screw Attack.
That's unfortunate, but does happen, unfortunately. But with this light beam, he could just take this to the back of Labs as well from here after he checks what's in Aegon Energy Controller.
Might as well. I believe it's actually slightly faster to run through Labs from behind.
Ooh, Ivy saw something that they want inside of Central Mining Station. Was that a Spireball hint in Aegon, or was that a Seeker launcher hint?
I did not see.
Thank you. Chat says it was a Spiderball in Aegon. And so Ivy might actually find that here soon, depending on where it is. And then, yeah, Cestrion is just going to go to the back Labs. And it was just a missile on Ghosts, unfortunately.
So then the artifact was Flogger itself.
Yes.
And there is a temple key that Cestrion appears to not want.
Screw Attack in Central Mining Station. That is really convenient to have right there. And what do we have in Command Center? Just another missile. Cestrion has killed DS1, so this... Oh, they already saw what was in Storage D, it looks like.
Yeah, he checked it first.
Try me. Love to see it. especially when we only had one at the time.
Yeah, and going into the storage and coming out after Dark Samus does reload this room, so you can then get this item if you have the ability to.
Yes, and it looks like it's just another Prime E-Tank there too, and a beam-related upgrade for Cestron inside of Dark Oasis. Let's hope that is not something we need right now.
I am slightly suspicious of that because we have almost everything we need to do it.
Oh yeah, very true. It depends on what's needed for Torvis right now. But we don't have Spider at the moment. Meanwhile, Cosmo is doing the wall crawl for Training Chamber and Training Chamber access. Finds a missile inside of Training Chamber. And is going to probably pick up what's in Training Chamber access on its way out as well. Also very well done on the wall crawl. Oh, he's not picking it up. It must not have been important, but he can check Magma Pool right now. And Magma Pool is a burger.
Echo Spider Ball in bioenergy production. Once again, bioenergy proves to be a very important check. And it appears that Ivy is going out of bounds to check storage C as well.
Very convenient to do. Also, I did not know that those boxes could be destroyed by a charge beam. That's nice to know. So we are from what I can tell, we are supers away from being able to go see what's on Under Temple. Now, since Cestrion does not have screw attack right now, he's going to have to activate the pillars to get up there. And it's a double damage in Sword Speed.
Ooh, well, that's good knowledge to have.
Cestrion is doing IBBF, but they have Wave Beam. I wonder if this is a play to see what's in all the Elders as well. Because while doing this wall crawl, you can see what's down there, and you can also obtain it at the same time, too, while doing this wall crawl. Just all part of one big session for it.
While I do agree with Ivy's decision to just leave that item and come back when you have supers, since it's a lot harder to get out of that room than it is to get in, it probably would have been a little faster to just take a save and reset if you don't want it.
True.
But then again, he does get out of it fairly quickly, so...
Nice quick check for it, though. It's always good to know what's in that room. Ooh, Cosmo fell while doing IVBF. If he he's got the tunnel loaded, but he has to Aether jump his way back up. He's using the corner to do so.
Oh, that was a cool way to do that trick. So Ivy just screw attacked on top of the turret and used it as a standable platform.
Neat.
I've honestly never seen that.
Chat's saying Ivy doesn't have a save right now. Cestron's going to be picking up his screw attack here in a moment. And IBBF is complete. I did not catch what was in Hall of the Elders, unfortunately. But we'll begin an anti-chamber check here in a moment. For nothing, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Fuki is also stuck waiting on Prime Bomb still, which we know is on top of the ship in GFMC. Or on One Chamber Gateway, one of the three. But
yeah, that is really unfortunate for Team Phazite right now.
Yeah. The other issue I can see is we can go into sync right now if we really wanted to. Prime's beam. It's Prime's beam related on what you call it?
Ooh, that is a lot worse. 'Cause there are a lot fewer beam items in Prime.
Yeah. We can just hope that it's one of the 3 beam combos not required, but we already saw Ice Spreader, unfortunately, so we have... Because it can be Flamethrower, it could be Wave Buster, it could be Supers.
Nothing in Feeding Pit worthwhile. And I unfortunately did not see what was in Doomed Entry.
I did not either, unfortunately. Buki's checking the map to see if they left anything behind on accident. Ooh. We are going to go through Twin Fire so we can break into Pendrana. Unfortunately, Cosmo is a little bit low on health and is unfortunately going to take a death here. That looks like a... That's rude. Cosmo dies and there's a Prime E-Tank just chilling inside of the background cache.
Oh, that is unfortunate timing.
Ivy opted to not go to sync yet, at least. If Ivy saves right now and goes back to GFMC, they'll probably find bombs very soon.
And there's the issue with orphaning the GFMC ship. When your partner isn't moving like Fuki currently isn't, you, as an Echoes player, you kind of want to prioritize the most check-dense areas. And going back that way is really only a couple checks in logic, whereas he had all of labs open to him and a fair bit of Aegon cleanup as well.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. We also technically have Torvis access right now to the intended way without supers, which is also unfortunate. Or was it a Cobalt Gate that's blocking?
It's a Cobalt Gate that is blocking Torvis sector.
Oh, my
so
apologies.
They would need supers to be able to get there.
My apologies. Also, I just noticed the hint again. It said the Spider Ball, so Fuki has their own Spider Ball in their game. Since we already know Spider Ball for Echoes was just chilling about energy production again. For like, how many times now?
Too many. But Cosmo should have enough energy to do as many heat runs as he wants now.
Yeah. He did not see anything in Workstation that he wanted. Now, right now, Phendrana is fully not logical at the moment since we do not have Varia suits, so this could be fairly big for Cosmo and Cestrion. And Ivy has taken a warp to start back to Great Temple.
So looks like he's going for GFMC ship then.
Which will very much help out Fuki since they've been without bombs this entire time. But going back to what you said about the item dense checks, we would only be going back there here for, well, at this point, two checks. We have face on grounds, and we have whatever on the ship. I don't disagree with the labs play first, simply because you had more checks there. And if Ivy had gone to Aegon Energy Controller, where they would have had the hint for a spider ball inside their game in Aegon.
I believe they did go there.
Ivy got the hint after labs.
Oh.
Oh, we're fighting Artists on Cosmosat. And Session's in sync right now.
Well, this is a more time-consuming check, and if you're stuck in BK, might as well get this out of the way. Good use of your downtime.
Ooh, that's an ice beam. And nice, clean, instant morph into a go on the spider track. Now, since we don't have logical ice, I believe, right now, since we are just chilling with expansions on the Echo side? Or did we pick up main PBs?
They picked up main PBs.
Oh, never mind then. This is fully logical then.
And that's got to make that Dark Oasis hint feel a lot less terrifying.
Yes, but we still have the possibility of it being Plasma, unfortunately.
Yes, but the amount of checks that Plasma locks compared to the amount of checks that Ice Beam locks, you definitely don't want that to be Ice Beam. And it looks like the bombs are Wind Chamber.
Okay.
Which
so
is
you were expected
completely
to
logical.
go to Command Center to pick up our screw attack so we can come back here.
Yep, looks like it.
Ew. Also, yeah, don't forget some power bombs on your way there. You kind of need those. I can't tell you how many times I've played Echoes just to go into a room and realize I don't know what's on the other door of the same type. But at least with the Echoes, the drop system makes it a lot less unforgiving. Oh, we're just going straight for Hive entrance.
Well, I mean, might as well. It's most convenient. Yeah, it's most convenient to do this now, though, because he is right here in this area. Any other time, he would have to specifically come back to do just this check.
Yeah. But going back to the Ice Beam, with us getting ice right now, we can go into mines, we can go into back fen, we can pretty much do anything aside from what's in lower mines.
And Fuki has her bombs from Wind Chamber Gateway.
That would be very nice for Fuki. Alright, we are going into back fen. That is just a missile expansion and transport access.
Fuki immediately springballing for joy.
Fuki does indeed like their spring ball. And what's on... Oh my god, that's a boost ball
Hive entrance.
That is a... Ugh, I don't like this.
Yeah, so this check really paid off for Sestrian.
Oh, Aaron, why? Why did you put that there? That we are seekers from Dwarvis Access now. Sestrian went in blind to go straight to Hive entrance with all the tools needed to get Hive entrance. Like, did not bother going further and saying, just said, screw this, I am going, and he got rewarded for it. Ugh. I'm sorry, but that's disgusting. Now the question is, where is this Varia suit? Where is this Varia?
You know, it's possible that this could be basically an Echoes does everything seed, and Varia suit has somehow ended up at the end of the logic train.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we know that Echoes has to have the Varia suit. Has to. There you go, Pookie. And it looks like we're going straight to Hive Gyro.
Well, he's got the Echo and the boost, so might as well just go get this out of the way. He's in the area.
Yeah, and this is fully logical too. It's here. Just a missile. Okay. Alright, we are in grab chamber on Cosmo's side and see nothing. That's good. And then Fuki is back to moving inside of Chozo. Ivy is back in Aegon. Probably will go do either Dark Labs or go to Sank. If they go Sank, Ivy will find Ice Beam very, very shortly.
Yeah, they'll probably do both.
Yeah. Now the question is, when does Ivy go for Boost Ball and Hive entrance? Because I don't imagine Ivy's going there without a hint.
Oh, I don't know. Ivy has been fairly thorough with doing all of the checks on the way, so it's possible that he just does the same thing Cestrion does and goes and blind checks it because he can.
You know what's the potential here as well? We could go do Spider Guardian right now.
Assuming that Spider Guardian is not Cobalt locked, yeah, we could.
The unfortunate thing is, the world is pretty much Echo's oyster at this point. The only thing we don't
except for that Cobalt.
Cosmo's missile-related upgrade, so Hive Dynamo is just...
That looked like a beam combo in the tunnel. Unless it was a missile and I just couldn't see.
I didn't catch it either. Cosmo is doing reverse slabs in Fen, which is actually pretty good. This routes very nicely because he can take this to just front Fen now and don't have to worry about anything else. It was just an Echo Z tank inside the center of this room, so we'll just go straight through and not have to worry about Dark Labs at all.
Yeah, you never want to be in Dark Labs in Prime.
Also, to answer your question, it was Echo's grapple inside of Doomed Entry.
That is not incredibly important since they have Screw Attack, but if you have the choice between grappling and screwing, it's faster to grapple, so...
Yeah. Spooky is picking up Ivy's Light Beam right now. Which I'm sure Ivy will be real excited to get, especially since Ivy is in Dark Labs right now. Oh, and Ivy just took an immediate U-turn.
Ivy's thinking feeding pit.
More than likely. Fuki doing the Spring Ball is a version of Climbing Furnace as well. And it looks like Fuki will be going for this STK now.
Oh no, Ivy's going straight for Battleground. He's thinking about the life support hint, which we already know is an E-Tank.
I mean, it makes sense since we still don't have our Barrio suit on Prime side, so we are worried that... Well, Barrio could be just about anywhere right now. Also, it was just a missile inside a control tower.
Yeah, but Cestrion found his own super missiles, so I doubt he cares about that right now.
Ooh, someone brought it up. Look, we could have Annihilator, not Annihilator, we can have Airy logical right now, too. We could have something there. It could be Various suit, given that nothing is stopping us logic-wise from going there.
That is an interesting thought. And is just horrible enough for me to like it.
Like, Airy is fully logical right now. There is nothing stopping us from going there. Cosmo getting bullied while he's trying to peek through walls. And opting to just keep going. I'm gonna beam ammo in Watch Station Homes. That is really nice. And then I imagine while Cestrion's here, he's gonna go straight to Vault to go ahead and pick up that artifact.
Might as well. He has everything he needs to get it.
Yep. Varia was not in Battleground. It was an E-tank for Prime in the cache.
Unfortunately found seconds after Cosmo died.
Yeah. Buki managed to get the SDK and Upper Furnace too. Very nicely done. It looks like Ivy will be going back to Light World. Nice, convenient little power bomb expansion inside a watch station. They're opting not to go to Vault yet, which we already know what it is, so it makes sense to hold off on it for right now. That is Cobalt behind Plasma Beam inside of Ice Ruins West.
That is kind of horrible since we have no idea where Plasma is.
And we have a chance of it being on Dark
Airy?
Oasis.
Oh yeah, Dark Oasis. Yeah, that still could be Plasma Beam.
Gravity Suit in Pendrona Canyon. For convenience, since we don't have Varia, it would make doing the runs inside of Magmor a bit safer with more damage reduction.
With super missiles, Cestrion now does have access to Torvis through the front door, because he can use that super door to get around the Cobalt Gate in Great Temple.
Very true. Ugh. Just to throw it out there, Prime is still supposed to be hard BK'd right now. Without this Varia suit, which can be literally anywhere now thanks to Supers being fully logical too. Ivy is entering Sane, so Ivy will find Ice Beam very shortly for Buki. You know what we haven't checked yet? We haven't checked Overgrown Cavern, and we haven't checked the Great Tree Chamber. Cosmo saw something he liked inside of Ice Ruins East.
STK.
Yep, we like those. And then this sandstone block is being a block. Welcome to the stream, Soren Wyvern. You missed Varia suit being MIA. Oh yeah, Great Tree Chamber is an artifact, thank you. My apologies. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also had a boost ball on Hive entrance that was just completely blind checked. Oh. What's that up there? Because Cosmo wants to do the out of bounds to get the spiralist way of getting this.
Ivy is currently in Hazen Cliff, so hopefully he continues on to Hive Entrance and picks up that boost ball.
I'm not as confident about that because Hive Entrance is very much out of the way. And it is unhinted at this point in time. And yeah,
he's turned around.
Oh, good call, Ivy. Good call. I know it feels bad to do this, but this is 100% correct.
And even if it feels bad, this is the best time to do it because every other time you come to Sank, this is going to be completely out of the way, even more so than it is now.
Yeah. Ooh, we can also, as we're checking map station, let's see if we get something out of here. Just a missile, unfortunately. So, we are plasma from Cobalt. We are hoping. What is that? Oh, we're checking what's in Chozo Ice Temple. Also, I did not realize you could just roll in the ceiling. That is so convenient.
I imagine both runners got to feel good about getting that boost ball.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't know about you, but I would not have done what they did without reading the hint, which would have really hurt me doing this. And this is why I unfortunately don't play echoes like that.
Well, the thing is, the direct hive entrance hint you're unlikely to get in a rando because it requires the layer that is after Spider Guardian. So if you can go check hive entrance, it's probably a good idea to do it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Like Cosmo is leaving saying, we're leaving Spire Guardian, we are leaving Airy, unfortunately. No Airy Jam yet. But there is still hope. There can always be an SDK on Airy.
I imagine Cestrian is probably suspicious of that beam hint for Dark Oasis at this point.
True. And then with those supers, we could just go straight to Torvis as well, too. And be able to pretty much clear everything down there. Except for a select handful of things. But I know Cestrian knows the stuff to avoid having Annihilator and Grab Boost. So that would be of no issue. Buki once again spring balling up the Spireball Trek and Furnace. And thank you, camera. We love doing a 180 head snap.
Cestrion is going for a Seeker skip on this door. Now, for some reason, these little Seeker things will take damage from screw attacks. So if you can do a well-placed screw attack, you can open a Seeker door.
I think they also take damage from charge beam shots as well. I could be mistaken. But we got a nice little E-tank at the start of this heat run that Cosmo is doing. And so we got a little bit of extra health. And with the gravity suit, the damage is not nearly as intense as well. Still hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad. Just a missile and short tunnel. Yeah, we're going to be checking what's up here. That is Plasma Beam. No Dark Oasis for us today. And then I imagine we will be going back to Finjana shortly to go pick up that Cobalt. Maybe. But we have to survive this heat run first. Which Cosmo will do rather easily. Turns out that E-tank that was inside the transport tunnel was very much useful to us. And that's just rude. We get an E-tank as we leave Magmor because we're low on health.
Well, Cestrian's probably sending that to Cosmo to make sure he doesn't die en route to anywhere.
Fair enough.
You don't want to have to go back for that plasma beam with various suits still missing.
Yeah, and Varia can literally be anywhere because of those supers, too. Because those supers were fully logical as well. This puts Torvis in logic, so... I'm just going to randomly throw this out here. Varia could be Cash B inside of Dark Torvis. Unless, of course, the gate that leads into Torvis is a Cobalt lock. That's the only thing that would stop that from being a possibility.
Well, the gate that leads into Torvis sector is cobalt locked, but you can also get there through the super missile door, and Cestrion has found his super missiles.
True, but I'm thinking about the gate.
Oh, you mean the one right outside the front door. Okay, yeah. I wasn't thinking about that one.
Oh, Fuki's trying to get yeeted. Whee! Such a goofy trick.
I feel like Fuki has tools to do this faster and less ridiculously.
Fuki does, but Fuki likes doing spring ball shenanigans, which I approve of. Annihilator Overgrown Cavern. That is very useful because now, well, they can pretty much do anything on the Echo side.
Yes, and there is the Seeker launcher. So Echoes essentially has everything right now. Cosmo just needs to pick up that Cobalt translator.
Do we even need Cobalt at this point?
You never know. But I imagine at this point Cestrion beelines it to hints.
Oh, yeah. And then we have a visor that's inside a junction site. X-ray. That is a nice thing to have. If something happens via an OP, we can just go straight there. Now, the question we should be asking now is, where is our Phazon? And where is our boost, I guess, too? Prime does not have boost yet. Ivy's going to be picking up Seekers here soon, too. I imagine the biggest thing on Cosmo's wish list right now is more than likely, where is my boost ball? Since we don't really need Faria anymore, except for whatever's in front Magmor, but he has more than enough E to just go there and check whatever.
Fuki well, Various nice for the armor.
True. And no more bad heat runs either.
With getting Annihilator Beam right here, I'm thinking Ivy goes straight to Incash 2.
Possibly. That Annihilator was logical too. Wow.
And we see Fuki doing Gravityless Frigate.
Yeah, which we know the gravity suit's in Fendronic Canyon, unfortunately. So Fuki's only doing this for cargo freight lift right now. Because we have no way to climb... well, I'm sure there's a way, but it's a really bad way to climb cargo freight lift.
I know you can do it with Boost Ball, but Fuki does not have that.
Meanwhile, Cosmo's doing reverse frigate with gravity suit. And then Ivy is not going to Incash 2. Ivy is going back to Sank. Yeah, so these bomb jumps that Cosmo's doing are the worst bomb jumps to do in this game, in my opinion. Because it's just so awkward.
Well, we have both Prime players in Crash Frigate at the same time.
True, just on completely opposite ends. And Cosmo will be taking this into Mines. Which is a very good play. Mine's is still not logical without Varia. Ugh.
I don't think Cosmo has really any logical checks left at this point, so might as well go.
He's good. It's in Dynamo work, so we'll be able to see what was on that spider's treasure item right there, and it was just a missile that we saw. Ooh, true. With Annihilator, we could see what's in Profane Path as well. There's a chance that Ivy dips into Airy here.
I mean, without a hint pointing you there, I probably wouldn't.
True. Chica Key inside Cargo Freight Loop, which unfortunately Chica is dead, I believe. Nice puzzle.
I feel like I've seen this puzzle before.
Yeah, that was not the greatest puzzle ever. I didn't catch what was in Storage Depot A, but it looks like it was nothing important since Cosmo didn't decide to bomb the power bomb gate. I imagine Gucci's feeling a little lost without having Varia suit right now.
And we have Cosmo making a fool of the Alpha Pirate for a cheeseburger.
Beat him up and take his food. That's kind of rude. Cosmo, how could you? So Cosmo is going to be doing a spinner manip here to turn the laser.
I absolutely hate the slope jump that Ivy just did.
Oh, Cosmo is going to, or excuse me, Cestron is going to be wall crawling to get past the gate in a Great Temple, it looks like, so that he can just go straight into Torvis. And Cosmo did see something in the wall in upper research, so it looks like he's going to be trying to turn it all the way around. I didn't catch what he saw, unfortunately. Alright, what is behind that wall? We have a spider ball. So spider ball is locked by boost somewhere.
So that means the real big mysteries of this seed are Varia and Prime Boost.
Yeah. Where is this boost ball? Where is this Varia? Because, like I've been saying, Varia can literally be anywhere in Echoes because we have pretty much everything except for Backpack.
Varia blog would be kind of insulting.
I still have my hopes out for Cash B Varia. Because Supers hasn't done anything for us yet.
Well, I mean, with that Annihilator Beam, Incash 2 is fully in logic.
True.
And Storage C with those supers. Cestrion has never gone back to check that either.
True. But I don't see either of them going back to labs for a very long time. Meeting Grounds was just the Chickakee hint, which we don't need those.
When did Cestrion get Cannonball? I missed that.
Cestrion didn't get Cannonball. I think that's still boost. Why is Guardians of Missile expansion? Oh, we have a beam combo for Prime. Oh my god, that's Supers and PPC. Ill. Ill. Stop putting stuff on PPC. I did not catch what's in PC.
Neither did I. And yes, Cestrion is going for hints right now.
It's a real good time to do so. So we can pretty much get everything at this point. I imagine he's also going to dip by default shrine if he hasn't looked at the hint yet.
Fuki going for bar skip is my understanding. Gets it? I was going to say, it's my understanding that it's a lot harder without boost, but she did not need it.
Boost doesn't really do much for bar skip. The only thing it does is if you manage to get stuck up there here for a moment, you can boost through to get the last little bit you need. But other than that, boost doesn't really do much for you there. So, since Cosmo does have Plasma Beam right now, he will have to fight this Elite Pirate that's in here, which he'll be able to dispatch rather easily using rapid-fire missiles. If he didn't have Plasma, this pirate would not be active at this time.
Yeah, all of the Elite Pirates have a very narrow field of vision.
Alright, what were these SDKs? Path of Roots.
Well, there's an SDK right there in the maze.
Arena. Fungal Hall B. Torvis Grove. Huh, we just go to Torvis. At this point, it's looking like it's just a Phazon suit hunt on Check the Tree side. Draxus, I don't know about it being a free seed. Because if you don't know heat runs like that, then you get heavily punished. But we don't know where Varia suit is. But if you can do a heat run, then yeah, this seed is pretty much wide open.
Yes, Varia and Boost do appear to be logically required, though Cosmo has been able to skip them.
Yeah. And then if we do end up needing Cobalt, we can always go back and grab it in Vendrana as well, since we know where that is. Main quarry was just a missile for Echoes. I did not catch that the first time around. It looks like it's just a missile up on MQA as well.
Okay, with Cestrion heading towards Torvis, let's see if his audio is usable now. And that is a Cobalt lock.
Hate to see it. But he's just gonna... It looks like he's just gonna go out of bounds to go around it. If Echoes lets him. Echoes really doesn't want him to have this.
Okay, I'm just hearing silence, so I'm gonna send the audio back over to Fuki.
Alright. What is in PMT today? Because I know in my seed, someone decided to put a light suit in that area. I'm not going to say any name. Just a missile. Okay. That's free.
Okay, well, chat's saying they can hear it, so I'm gonna go back to Cestrion for Torvis music.
Sounds good. Aw, Ivy's not doing airy. Sad.
Yeah, like I said, without a
wait,
hint, I probably wouldn't go
No,
there.
Ivy is going to do airy. Ivy is going back for the save.
Oh.
Unless this is just a warp to start. Aw. You got my hopes up.
If he had gone to Airy, I would have immediately switched the audio over to him so we could listen to Darkness.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Lord Torvis like a Meridia remix of sorts? Also, nice refund on the power bomb.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah, Kasudu, unfortunately, we cannot switch audio to Cosmo because Cosmo does not have usable audio at this time. Fuki does not have X-ray, so Fuki might. Well, Fuki, what are you doing? Fuki is calling the elite PETA Phazon pirate short because he can't reach top shelf.
You know, I actually knew you could do this. A couple days ago, Wyvern figured this out and was showing it to me as, hey, look, you could just stand up here and shoot him and he can't do anything to you.
He can't reach the top shelf. Force engine controller is just a missile extension for echoes, and on the hint, we have a hint for ice beam. Yeah, thanks. We kind of knew that already.
Yeah, I like that you can't really get to that hint until you've had Ice Beam for at least 20 minutes.
Yeah. Especially on showing off some pro skater moves there, going down the sides of the elevator to go faster down. Well, pro skater or monkey ball, whichever one you want to see it as. Now, the question is, does Spooky blind check top of research for the spiral ball or not?
That's a hard one up. Looks like she might be going for it.
Oh, Cosmo is killing Ridley for a Phazon suit hint.
Unfortunately, no angry dragon noises for anyone today.
I am fine with that.
Without the boost ball, he's going to have to do this entire fight.
Well, Fuki is going to line check top of research, which she's going to get rewarded for this with a Spire Ball for Prime.
Was that a Morph Ball bomb hint?
Oh, is Cetrion crash? Oh no, never mind. Cetrion just triggered the cutscene. So, Cosmo does not have boost ball, so Ridley has to be fought the quote-unquote intended way, unfortunately.
For some reason, the developers did not program an immunity to boost ball damage into Ridley's first form. So if you can manage to boost into him when he lands, you do a ridiculous amount of damage to him. And essentially it transitions to the second phase immediately.
Yeah. Unfortunate oversight, but speedrunners rejoice.
I would call that a fortunate oversight.
Just wait till we find the holy grail of just being able to warp straight to Impact Crater somehow. Finding the secret that warp somewhere in the world. No, it is not on that version. That has been fixed. The HD version goes off the Trilogy version. And it's fixed in Trilogy.
I believe most of the fun stuff you would want to be doing is fixed in the HD remake. I think all the standables are still the same, though.
Yeah, a lot of the standables are the same, but Out of Bounds has been completely gutted thanks to every room not having to be in a box anymore, which makes a lot of stuff a lot trickier, but makes some stuff a lot easier too at the same time. Just for example, your first power bomb, I think now, when you're speedrunning, is in Upper Fiery Shores. I could be mistaken too.
Okay, so for some reason, the hitbox on Ridley's hand is a lot larger than it should be. So when Ridley rears up and covers his face with his hand, you'll never be able to hit him with the lock on, so you need to free aim it, which Cosmo is doing expertly.
Yeah. And then we'll be getting let's see, where's our Phazon suit? B Dark Torvis. B back as Dark Torvis. Oh, I was close! I was close!
Well, Cestrion is in pretty much the right place to find that.
True. And with this, Cosmo is just probably going to go straight into Exo. Well, he could choose to fight Exo. He might also do Exo skip too. It is hard to say at the moment. Though he does have time to just do whatever he wants. Oh, did he do the right side to climb? Because there's two ways to climb the quote-unquote fast way. Oh, he is going for Exo skip.
That's not surprising. I believe Cosmo pretty much always does Exo skip.
Yeah, I know it's faster. I need to learn how to do Exo skip myself at some point, because if you can do Exo skip and all your artifacts are free and the other game can finish, you can skip beams. Like, you don't need wave, you don't need ice, all you need is plasma. But that is a very, very, very heavy if statement for that.
And Cosmo is out of bounds.
He's in the wall! The merit box?
It looks like Ivy might be going for Incash 2, which could be that missing Varia suit.
Oh yeah, I was hoping Cashby was Varia suit. That's right. I was not hyping up Phazon suit at all. Was this the missing piece to this entire seed? No! We committed down! Alright, Cosmo has successfully done Exoskip. At this point, Cosmo is only waiting for that Phazon suit to get found, which we know is somewhere in Torvis Bog.
Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot even damage Essence without the Phazon beam, which comes with the Phazon suit.
And it's an unfortunate 2-for-1 package.
And Incash 2 is not the missing Varia suit.
Where is this Varia? Cosmo has indeed entered the Essence fight. He is only waiting for Phazon suit to get found on Cestrion's side.
And Cestrion is in the correct region to find it, so it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, don't be like me, do what Cestrion does. If you ever use a Super Missile and Echoes, pull up your scan visor. You'll be able to start firing a lot sooner. I have the bad habit of not doing that and just standing there looking like a fool.
Cestrion gets the air underwater, and oh my god, there it is.
Oh my god. That is free. That... So you had to go get your supers from Cat West to come down here. And Cestrion has all his keys, so he's just gonna take this and warp the start. Okay, I don't know about this being a baby seed still. We still have no idea where our Varia is.
Yeah, I mean, Team Check the Tree is way out of logic here.
We've been out of the logic since like 30 minutes in. Oh wow, I just realized Ivy only had 3 E-Tanks this entire time. Or 2 E-Tanks. Opting to do the Moth Secret World again. And so we can get around the Torvis Gate. Which, for anyone who does not know, it is locked by a Cobalt Gate. And Cobalt is inside Ice Ruins West, locked behind Plasma.
Fuki is fighting Ridley as well. I can give you angry dragon noises here, so give me a second.
I mean, it depends on how fast you can do this wall crawl too, Aaron. Yeah, this Ridley is painful. We don't have Plasma, we don't have Boost.
We don't have supers.
True. Which we know is in PPC, unfortunately. We have no beam combos. Those on Fuki's side. And we have no suits, so if we get hit by Ridley, it really, really hurts. Gravity suit was inside Tendrana Canyon, locked behind Varia, and who knows where. Cosmo is about to finish up on Essence. And that is single G at 135.08 for Cosmo.
Now we gotta watch the credits to find out where that Various suit is.
My money is still in Cash B. Ivy missed the Seekers and said, screw this, I'm out. Oh, Ivy ran out of missiles? Oh.
The good news is you can just come back up to this room and get some more missiles.
What did that last missile hit? Did the missile get dropped and stopped on the grass? As chat points out, Mario was on Essence, the best check of the game.
Ha! Despite not really having any good tools to do this, Fuki is handling this fight very well.
Oh yeah, 100%. Alright, Cosmo, so show us the goods. Where was this Varia and where was his boost? And more importantly, where is our flamethrower? Alright, let's see. Thermal and training chamber and echoes. Boost ball, storage cave, and Pendrana.
You were right, Cassie!
Yes! I called it! And Flamethrower was Dark Oasis! I called it! Unfortunately, the seed is not valid. Cosmo did not pick up the target the flamethrower from Dark Oasis.
Cestrian making easy work of Emperor Ing 1 with Annihilator Beam.
I'm surprised we didn't pick up Boost Ball, though, whenever Cosmo was in back then. What did we not have at the time?
Maybe one of the beams?
Did we pick up Plasma after? Oh, yeah, we picked up Plasma after we got done with Fen.
Oh, that was a good screw on Emperor Ing 3. One pass through there.
Very nicely done. Pookie getting the hint for her Phazon suit right now in Torvus Bog. Ivy is in Torvus Bog right now.
Doing that is usually just asking to be instant centered.
Nice little screw attack hit there around Cestrion.
Cestrion going for the screw
Ooh,
attack
that
strat.
was another good hit. And
Ooh, nice. There is
to
GG.
check the tree. With Cetrion finishing at 140-24. That Varus suit really, really hurt both sides. Well, yeah, it really hurt the logic because it was, oops, Echoes can do everything. So the only missing factor was where was Backpack for Echoes? Because technically you would have needed that for the Phazon suit too, I think. Wait, no, you don't need Backpack to get
And
that
Team
item.
Phazite has forfeited, so.
Yeah, I just remembered you can get the item if you can get where Phazon suit was vanilla.
Hello, Cosmo, Fuki, and Ivy.
Hello, GG.
We are those people.
Hello.
Will Cestrion be joining us?
Yeah, he said see you over there, and maybe his computer died. Who knows?
Cestrion says the invite didn't work. Give me one moment.
Huh. Mine did. At first. I sure love Ridley with no boost ball. Love it.
Yeah,
Did you have any suits?
plasma beam.
Yeah, we found. Well, yeah, I had to beat the game with it. No, gravity suit was in the same spot it was yesterday.
Where's gravity suit?
Vendrona Canyon.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't found any suits except for mine.
I never had the chance to do anything in Vendrana yet.
So would you like to know where Variasuit was?
Where was it?
It was Cash B in Dark Torvis.
I was just getting to Torvis now, so I was slowly getting there.
That logic chain is atrocious.
Yeah.
I did bar skip and then
Yes,
mines.
Hello, GG. Thank you, Feisty.
No
Did you ever get boost ball, Cestrion?
What?
Did you get boost ball?
Yeah, blind checked
Okay.
it. You want to know where it is?
Yeah,
It's good.
I knew where it was.
Okay.
It's bad because I've never had that before.
Yeah, I was like,
I had to sound
okay,
like, I'm gonna check this again, it's out of the way, might as well. But I see boost like,
You know, you didn't even need light suit. Nai just posted that video. Literally
I mean-
10 minutes before.
mhm. I mean, I was like, okay, Ice Beam is here. And then I saw nothing in Culling Chamber and Hazing Cliff, and I was like, I bet Hive Entrance is something.
I had a feeling too, it's like, I'm seeing nothing, it's like, I've got the stuff for it, I have Dark Visor, I'm gonna go check Hive Entrance.
Okay.
It was typically
Oh, Gravity
it has
Boost was
something.
Lava Lake! Good
that's-
spot. That's hilarious.
Very funny.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
biggest things for the seed that I saw was one, the virus suit being so late, being able to go into Magmor was really, really big. And then two, the what you call it? The bombs. So Check the Tree got it. It's got the bombs much, much earlier than Team Phazite did, because what happened was Ivy went to Labs instead of going back to GFMC. Because Labs is right there, so they picked up the Spider Ball a lot earlier, but they left bombs way behind. I mean, as opposed to you, Sesharon, where you basically just went back to the ship.
On that same note, Team Phazite was much quicker to that wave beam, whereas
Figured.
yeah, Ivy essentially beelined it to the GFMC loop to pick that up, whereas Cestrion stayed in Aegon to do the Jump Guardian loop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we were like, okay, Wave Beam can be in the crate, but it could also be on the ship. So I was like, okay, let's go back, do that, just in case. And if it's in the crate, maybe Space Jump is gonna be close by, like which was the case, and that gave us the Space Jump while being in GFMC. So if the ship would have been progression as well, it would have been really good. It wasn't, but that E-Tank was kind of nice too.
Yeah.
Plus I can do the E-Dash then over Wind Chamber, which then gave us bombs. That was just fortunate, I guess.
Yeah.
At that point in this, Sestrion, your stream was still basically like 1 frame every 5 seconds, so we thought that the bombs were on the ship.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's nothing I can really do about.
If it helps,
it's just German internet.
Yeah, if it helps, Aaron has a request for you to mess with your Ethernet cable to go back to having a slideshow.
Haha. Sure.
Because we did get a nice few screenshots during some of those frames. Like, you had a real nice shot of the ship in GFMC.
Okay.
And I think Rico was describing it as a vacation album.
Wish you were here.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it back. I saw that like around like the 30 or 40 minute mark, maybe an hour in, it went better again. It's just random. I don't know.
Yeah, it stabilized quite a bit. It was unfortunate for where that boost ball was too.
I know what he did.
Because it was it being in a storage cave and not having Varia. Well, you would have had Varia logically by that time anyway, but with the plasma beam inside of Lower Fiery Shores, it was a bit inconvenient for Cosmos Route to just go back there and check the one check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you were both, Fuki and Cosmo were both in Crash Frigate at the same time, just on opposite ends, and one with and without gravity suit.
I guess I was just kind of missing all the major items in the entire game.
Well, the issue was Vario suit was pretty much anywhere in the game at that point, because everything that Ivy and Session got was in Logic.
Yeah.
Because
have so many
it was in
options.
Uchal Echoes.
I imagine like you need to find an unhindered boost. I think it was unhindered. I don't know.
I didn't get the hint though, so
Yeah, so you had to find an
Fireball.
unhindered boost to get the Seeker missiles
and
back to
Crossroads.
Aegon, and then go all the way back to Sank again to get supers in
Temple access, yeah.
in Temple access to go all the way back into Torvus to go Dark Torvus even and go into Cache B, which is just absolutely bad.
Also, I see you never found Cobalt, so
We found Cobalt, but we didn't pick it up.
Yeah,
where
Cobalt
was it?
was in Iris Ruins West, behind
here.
Plasma Beam.
Yeah, I didn't have it. I didn't feel like going back for it.
I also said Cosmo no.
I kept seeing all
Cobalt was
the Cobalt gates. Like, I am hard locked with Cobalt.
Yeah, I did a war crawl in
The
main
Hall of-
energy
Hall of the
controller.
Oh, okay.
And then skipped the Cobalt gate there, and the meeting grounds gate was not Cobalt, an Amber gate.
Oh, okay.
And then I just did it the second time after I got the Phazon suit the Phazon suit, and then yeah.
And then, Fuki, you unfortunately went past your own supers. It was in PPC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which, can we stop putting items on PPC, please?
Yeah.
Like, every time there's something there.
Yeah. It's either that or Boombox.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
have
just,
enough power bombs for that, but also I was beelining it to get the Phazon hint.
Yeah, which makes
Probably would
sense.
have eventually come back for it, but I probably wouldn't have went there right away.
And that prime boost was really rude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it was.
I don't normally VMR, I just don't. And this time it paid off because that was Plasma, and that pretty much was just like, alright, I guess we can finish now.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on where Phazon was. I was worried Phazon would be in, like, Plasma processing, and my boost was just AWOL.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was worried about.
I was trying to look for Plasma too. I was hoping it was a Dark Oasis.
Dark
Yeah,
Oasis
Yeah,
was
we were
just
thinking
flamethrower.
about that.
Okay.
We were thinking about that too.
The whole being like,
Flamethrower.
uh-oh, it can only be so many things. And I
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
Wave Buster and she's really iceberg like, that winds it down. I don't like this.
Yeah, that's what I was
Mhm.
thinking. Like, there's a good chance that it's something we need, and a small chance it's just flamethrower, but it ended up
Yeah.
being flamethrower.
I also checked in Reliquary just to be the options of being very suited because we saw also so many Prime E's at the
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah, you picked up 2 E's for Cosmo. Oh, at really funny times. You picked one up right after you took a heat death,
Yeah,
and then you picked up another one right as he was leaving Magmore with less than E tank of health.
yeah,
Yeah, he told me.
yeah. I was like, I have an E-Tank right here, and I was like, yeah, pick it up, but Cosmo still made it without that help. But yeah, I was telling Cosmo the whole time that like if you are afraid of dying, just wait. I always have that E-Tank right there in the Great Temple area because I never picked that up.
Right.
And then you had and then Backpack for Echoes was just chilling in Lava Lake.
Yeah, which honestly didn't really matter at all.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
say the gravity stuff. I'm like, I don't think that's required.
Yeah, Gravity Suit was in Phendrana Canyon, and then Phazon Suit was just in Hydro Dynamo Station.
Oh, it's down. Okay.
So
That
you
would've
would
been
have picked that
probably
up
right
soon.
Yeah, soonish.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's gonna be in TTE or TTS. I have to do the wall crawl, but nope. Was just right there. Just don't have to bother with any shenanigans.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate that Echoes was basically able to full clear their game while Prime was expected to just stay in Chozo and Talon.
Yeah, that was weird.
That logic was not good.
Yeah, I think cause or the Prime player was like probably expected to be like 10 to 20 minutes in BK, maybe more.
Oh, it's definitely more because it basically expected you to get almost all of your items and echoes and then go to Torvis to get that Varia suit.
Yeah.
At the very end, then the Phazon, and then Plasma, wherever that was, and then just go fully clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Now that I think about it, Prime really didn't have to do anything for Echoes aside from was in Chozo.
Well, in theory, they were supposed to get that cobalt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
But I was hoping the Torvis entrance area was like, please don't be Cobalt. Like, all entrances are Cobalt. Like, why?
Oh, and then I guess the key is of course in Dynamo and Upper Research, which you both did the boostless strap fairly well.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was just Light Beam, Annihilator Beam, and I think main PBs. No, main PBs was also an Echoes.
Yeah.
I think bombs. Bombs Echoes was somewhere else. I think.
Echo's Bombs was lower Dynamo for Prime.
Ah, yeah. So.
Oh yeah, that part where I ran out of missiles just before, and then just for
And
five
none of the trick buttons gave her missiles. She had no
Mm.
missile drops, so I gave her a missile expansion.
Yeah,
And she immediately got
after
2
she had
missile
picked
drops
up all-
after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically just like 4 to 5 items that Prime had. Well, I guess the translators too. I think Amber and Emerald was also in Prime.
Yeah.
But
And
otherwise,
Cobalt,
yeah.
okay, but yeah.
Yeah,
the
like someone said,
grapple-
gates are just a suggestion.
Yeah.
If
Well,
only Prime
all I
out
can
of bounds was
say
any better.
about that seed was it helps to know you're out of bounds if you're BK'd.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep moving. But
I that comes with BK for the first 5 minutes after Albert.
Yeah.
But waiting for that Amber.
Yeah, I'm surprised you did IBBF with Wave Beam.
Oh yeah. I was hoping it'd be Vanilla Ice, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
Good
but you had
info.
Wave Beam, so you could have just gone and checked it anyway. You normally.
That's lame. Out of bounds, cool.
Fair
I
enough.
only
You
did
just
one
want to
out
be
of
in the
bounds
hole.
that I actually successfully did today.
Well, it's getting late for me, so I'm just gonna say GG's and head out.
Yeah. GG's.
Yep. GG.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
See you in next mission.
That was a really good match on both sides. Let's see. We currently don't have any more matches scheduled at this time. But I'm sure there's a few stragglers that still need to get scheduled after the holidays.
Yep, I still have one more match I gotta schedule up.
Mostly Group B. So yeah, they have the most matches left. I think Group C and Group
Hey,
A
don't
is
look at me. I already took care of all my matches.
Yeah,
Group C is, I think, only one or
I think it's
two more
just
matches
main
left.
Furky and Op and Caesar. I think left we gotta schedule.
Yeah,
I think
Right.
that's the only one left, unless there's one or two more left.
yeah. So yeah, mostly Group B we are waiting for now. Which still has some very competitive matches. I would say. So yeah. Keep looking at the schedule. It will probably happen sooner or later.
Probably middle next week, probably the earliest.
Alright, that would be all for me.
Everyone, please follow the runners. They are all fantastic.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you for participating in this race. You is both sides.
What do you mean
did well.
participating?
And then stay tuned for more matches in the CGC tournament. There will still be a few more that are coming up, more than likely next week. And then soon after, we'll be starting our brackets, depending on the placements. So that'll definitely be something to keep an eye out on. But with that, I have nothing else to say. Hey, thank you again for letting me participate with you, Rico. Thank you for the runners for participating and completing this this seed.
It's wacky, so you don't say.
This was fine.
And thank you, Aaron, for generating this wonderful content-filled seed as well.
Yeah.
But
Aaron.
with that, we will see you next mission, unless somebody else has something else they want to add.
I'm good. So,
No.
yeah.
See you next time. Bye bye.
See you next mission.